on Lee Sin and sneak around people and try and insect them into the team, because other than that, they really have little engage. Ahri can charm, and Rumble can slow them down to land that charm easier, but other than that, it's pure physical damage. They need to land bindings, but even then, Caitlyn's follow-up all-in isn't that strong.
Oh, Dark Binding connects. Hylissang's in trouble. Hylissang is dead. Crippo, as if by design, Mr. Rolls demonstrates how powerful a BF Sword is. Make this play work. MYM does not have Equalizer. It's just about to come off cooldown. Trap gets avoided.
I think he's gone.
Here's the spear. It comes out. Equalizer goes forward. MYM is going to get dropped down eventually. 200 hit points. And the Vengeful Maelstrom picks it up. Unicorns reply on the board. It's not over yet. Stay into it. We'll get back to that thought in a second. Kikis is being baited forward. Power of Evil's on the sideline. Let's see what Unicorns can do. They've got no vision. Ace in the hole catches Corey. This is going to get explosive. Power of Evil gets kicked backwards as Horo's trying to find a target. Cogmore gets blown up as Horo flashes over the wall. Now Corey's on the full retreat. Kikis is chasing. He's got red buff. He eats a charm, but he pounces in. He manages to get the takedown. Now onto Nisbet. Red buff ticking. Follows it up for a double kill. Ends up being a 1-for-2 trade.
And you see M really quickly there, and they get turned on, and this is not a good sign for them. Because if you get your engage an inch away from a Cogmore, you should get blown up. And because later in the game, you're not going to get that close to them anymore. This was definitely really good patience by MYM. Really nice to see. Will not help him.
Well, let's take a look at this. Unicorns of Love. 4 members up in the top lane. Equalizer from MYM just to clear the wave. Charm goes wide. MYM is down and Kikis pounces away. Unicorns on the point.
UOL can back off and go for that dragon that's spawning in exactly 2 seconds from now.
Well, let's see what they can do. Ace in the hole comes out. Living Artillery connects. Mr. Riles forced out of the fight. The Equalizer setting a back line for the Unicorns of Love. They've started to peel away. Tower is not down. Power of Evil takes some turret shots before he's forced to retreat. MYM is going to be the first one. That's a massive shot from Vardex as Hylissang is using the Soul Shackles to zone MeetYourMakers away. Piltover Peacemaker off the Living Artillery. Catch and replay of that bottom lane fight. Unicorns now with a noticeable lead. 2 dragons, 4,000 gold.
MYM TP'd in though. They're trying to clean up the crew before they buy their items because they're going to get absolutely even much stronger.
Riles needs to go back to tap dance school and learn how to do a 2-step because he simply cannot afford eating those skill shots.
A 4-step almost.
A 400 step.
Needs to dodge everything. Here they go.
Equalizer is out. Kikis gets a black shield popped. He is down. Collateral damage. You don't need to dance when you've got a shotgun. We do see MYM out in the background. Chachi still on the front line as the inhibitor.
Just come on, hit me. Hit me one more time, guys, because I'm just going to take all your skill shots while my team just absolutely tears you apart.
Let's see what Hylissang can do. Nisbet and Horo jumping onto him. He can die. Horo with at least a...
I know how that feels.
Small...
Tried highlighting that when we saw the Forgiven replay in the other game. You know, if you're using your buckshot and your abilities on Graves on the minions and not the enemies, it doesn't matter how fed you are because you're not going to kill them, you know. If your duty is wave clear, then you're wasting your advantage, but there's no other option for him, so... You now, and even right now, once they're forced back by the spells coming out of UOL, and they're just losing their inhibitor.
Well, let's see. Dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge again. MeetYourMakers are trying, but they are failing. You can't dodge an ace in the hole, but MYM can eat it. We do see Vardex goes out as Mr. Riles puts another kill on the board. That's a 2 without reply. MeetYourMakers, they do manage to survive and surprise Unicorns of Love. Right? They seem to have slightly more control and more options in the middle lane.
They really want to wait for that Spirit Rush. That's exactly what they need. And UOL knows that, so they really want that inhibitor before they get caught again.
So, going to be able to secure this one. Horo's backed off into his base. Spirit Rush is shortly available. And you can see that MYM is holding onto his Equalizer as well. Unicorns, they're going to play with fire if they go into this bottom lane.
I would like to see an Aegis on the side of MYM though. They really need more magic resistance, but Hylissang is landing bind after bind, and again on Wallace, forcing the QSS and the counter Rumble ulti.
Equalizer is out. Vardex gets kicked to safety. Horror's on the front line. We do see Unicorns of Love losing 2 more. Mr. Riles and Corey untouched in that fight. They continue to push forward, and Unicorns again lose 2 members on the bottom lane. There is super minions pouring into the middle. Let's see what Chachi can do. The spear gets dodged thanks to the hourglass. Teleport coming up from MYM. He
have a timer on them because eventually people get too tanky and you get caught too easily. So I definitely want to say props to MYM. You know, they defended for quite a long time. They didn't inhibitor. They can basically start rotating around the map and get that Baron, and they can close out the game. Really important.
So all of the damage onto Horo. He's not going to be able to flank like he's been able to. A couple more auto attacks. Kikis moves into range. Vardex takes it down. Super minions just in from the middle lane. And now they'll be...
MYM gets punished if they ever engage, and they want to catch him off. Here's Corey.
Corey gets a charm down into Vardex. Collateral is out. Vardex is down. Now MyM looking to Vizichachi. He's got the assistance of Horo. There's not a lot of mana left onto Kikis as we see Vizichachi hit backwards. Another 2 kills for MeetYourMakers, and Corey's been able to have Evil in his side. Baron's going fairly low, as is Horo. We do see those javelins going wide.
Fish in the barrel now, though.
Kikis is trying to get in range. This is, like you said, fish in a very small barrel. Mr. Rawls continues to hit it down. Kikis looking to set in.
To steal it.
The pounce is available. The smite is up. It's not going to get taken. Javelin connects onto Horo, but Kikis is forced away. Now Chachi's jumped into the fight. Hourglass is up. Vardex has joined. The Javelin connects, as does the Piltover Peacemaker. Flash away from Mr. Rawls. Living artillery after living artillery is coming down. Unicorns, they lose Baron. They gain. Well, we need to see how Unicorns can play this one out. Horo is looking. Equalizer comes out. Now Unicorns in full retreat. Vizichachi is on the front line. He's keeping Horo down. The rest of the Unicorns are focusing him out. One more artillery from downtown. Power of Evil gets the kill. They've exposed the inhib, but the bot...
First Dragon for MYM. There's no bigger discrepancy compared to who gets and who loses Dragon here.
And at 40 minutes on the clock, that 6% AD and AP is actually now relevant. Baron empowered minions for a little while longer. Unicorns are sieging up.
Look at MyM and Horde. They have to start this fight, and then Rawls has to follow up.
Well, Mr. Rawls gets caught up.
Corey's low, though.
Not to use the QSS. Ace in the hole still available. Corey forced away, which means Unicorns of Love securing in.
From the Rumble ultimate there, especially due to that Liamdes, you know, the afterburn is a lot more than people expect. Good bind, but
does
follow up.
Hourglass. Let's see what happens. Collateral damage in the back line. Nothing's been stacked. It's MyM that's down. Unicorns have a minute.
This is so smart. They land the bind, but they don't commit on it because they know MYM will punish them, and they walk backwards. And we saw the same in Copenhagen Wolves. They kite backwards and bait MYM in overreaching, and now they might actually be able to finish this game.
Hylissang went for the flash bind, did not find a target, but
Unicorns out of mana. Spells are coming back up. Spirit Rush on Ari is halfway, you know. Rawls is incredibly strong, but they got the inhib.
Vardex able to take that one uncontested. Double super minions across all 3 lanes. Horo is coming in from behind, Crepo.
He's Harengar now. He's no longer Lee Sin.
MYM want the fight. Horo's looking. He's found Kikis. Kikis gets caught out. There's super minions in the middle. Is it enough, though? This is the question. Equalizer goes down. Nobody from MYM is following this one. There's the flash. MyM's got the flame splitter. He throws down the Zonya's Hourglass. Stays alive for a few moments longer. Piltover Peacemaker doesn't get the damage it wants as Corey dives in. Super minions are on those Nexus turrets. Unicorns of Love want MeetYourMakers to fight them. The Nexus turrets are down, both of them. The super minions are on the base. It may be too much to ask as the Unicorns are pushing forward. Look for Vardex to start hitting the Nexus. We do see Unicorns backing away. There are so many super minions. Mr. Rawls has 1,000,000,001 targets to focus. And all the pressure on
so hard to deal with. This might be the game, quick shot.
There's no wave clear left as MyM jumps in. He does get one. It's not enough. After 45 minutes, the Unicorns of Love pick up a win. Took a long time to finish, Crapo.
I actually want to thank all 4 teams involved for giving us 2 completely different style of games, but equally fun to watch and analyze, because there's definitely something to say here.
It's interesting to see Unicorns, they pull out that very heavy siege comp, very heavy poke comp.
Taking a page out of Aframo's book, going with the chilly fist bump, walking around.
But for the Unicorns...
I guess that was bound to happen one day.
Oh... That's pretty cool. That is really pretty cool.
Can you even see through one of those masks where you're just extending your hand?
I have no idea. I have no idea. But you know, for the Unicorns, it started well. The first 20 minutes, they were knocking on MYM's inhibitor turrets. But overstepping just a little bit, maybe riding the danger zone just a little too close, and allowing MYM to get those picks.
I like seeing teams adapt in the middle of the game, you know. I really like how UOL learned that they were getting punished for poking a little bit too deep. I liked how MYM learned, okay, we got to flank. You could see the thought process, right? We got to flank. Flank didn't work. How do we do it better? Everything at once. Okay, and then eventually UOL learned, okay, what are we getting punished by? All in engages. How do we do that? We bait them. Just walk backwards every time. Forward, a little back. Okay, they use one ulti. Forward, a little back. One more ulti. And eventually, you can poke again.
If there's any...
Please rate and comment on the videos and subscribe to be notified when new League of Legends tournaments are available.